All right, what is going on, guys? MeeZoid here. Welcome to a special video that I usually post every season for the Viper updates. Obviously, this is about the spring update that is upcoming this weekend. It's starting actually on Thursday. I'm sure you guys have heard about it by now. I've been doing pre-rolls and stuff like that. But guys, the important dates are behind me. We've got the Practice Season 3 release on Thursday at 12 p.m. EST. The Kit Season 27 release on Thursday at 6 p.m. EST. Community Realm Star of the World, which honestly is the most famous part of this update, I'd say, is at Friday at 6 p.m. EST. And then Infernal Star of the World is Saturday at 2 p.m. EST. Obviously, these are not normal Star of the Worlds or releases. This is a brand new update with a brand new features and a bunch that you can look forward to. So yeah, guys, I hope to see you guys online for all of these resets. But yeah, let's get into the video. I'm going to be explaining everything that's going to be changing. So number one, obviously the title. It's probably something controversial like reviving HCF or whatnot. But guys, it's no secret that HCF's player count has been a little bit lower than it usually has been in the past. Obviously, in my opinion, it happened like right after the blacklist. Like ever since the blacklist happened, and after that, the player count was really low, and it just kept getting lower. But guys, obviously the high roller map we just did, we hit like 1,600 players, which is a great sign that you guys are out here wanting to play HCF or ready to try it out. So yeah, I'm hoping you guys give this update the chance for you guys to play. It's going to be really fun. So yeah, before I get into the specifics, guys, if you do not have a rank on Viper, you can log on right now and do claim rank space MeeZoid for a free donator rank on both the Community Realm and Infernal. So you'll get a rank on both realms, and then also you can do redeem MeeZoid on Infernal. I believe you might be able to do it on Community. I'm actually not too sure what's happening there, but try redeem on kits as well, and you will get some free donator rewards for the map. All right, so let's start off with the global updates, which I think is most important, guys. We are doing our first ever full punishment reset. That means mute, bans, blacklists, including chargeback blacklists. Yes, if you charged back in the past, you now have a second chance. Obviously, if you charge back a rank, you're not going to have that rank still, but you do have a second chance on the network. We've never done this before, and honestly, we're doing it, guys, because we want to bring HCF back to a very large standing of a player count. We want you guys to enjoy the game mode with all the updates that we have made. So yeah, moving on to more of a gameplay thing, guys, we have actually swapped our servers to a 1.8 server. This does mean you can still connect on 1.7. Don't worry about that. But now there's more features within the 1.8 side of the server that 1.8 users can enjoy. There's literally slime blocks. Like if I go in here, there's literally slime blocks that we can place down and stuff. I don't know if these are going to be obtainable, but like I said, every 1.8 thing is now in the game. And if you think this may have been buggy, it's already on Kitmap right now as we speak, and there are no bugs, or if there were any bugs, we fixed them. And I believe it's already silently pushed to Infernal. So if you guys notice any bugs, you probably haven't, because I believe everything is fixed and up to perfect standard. But yeah, with that being said, we highly recommend you guys join on Viper with Lunar 1.8.9. It's probably the best client that you can play on for Viper. But yeah, let's get into Community Realm Star of the World. So I already said it's Friday, April 8th at 6 p.m. EST. Obviously, you can claim a free rank with /claim rank. If you guys don't know what Community Realm is, it's Viper's version of a hardcore realm. We released it like I think last spring update, and it got over 2,000 players. So we're really doing this for those people that want a hardcore HCF playstyle. If you guys did not know, this is actually being directed by Informing as well. He's one of our newest partners, and he's in the team fighting scene and all that. So he's going to be very trusted at running Community Realm the best way possible. So definitely stay tuned for that. So for specifics on the actual map, there will be 6-man factions maximum. There will only be Bard, Miner, and Archer enabled. There will be a starting grace period of 2 hours, which during these 2 hours, you can't actually access Glowstone and or Treasure Island. It's mainly just for mining to get valuables for your base. There are no /kits, obviously. There will be an F-top prize for the leaderboard of a value of over $1,000, and the winning faction of the map will receive Viper cloaks for their whole team. Once again, it releases this Friday, April 8th at 6 p.m. EST. And of course, the key situation, there's no OP keys or anything like that. It's the most hardcore it can get, as well as player friendly as possible. If you guys remember the old style from Community Realm, where it was like one key for 3 different things, and the keys weren't OP at all. So that's what it's going to be like. But yeah, let's actually get into Infernal. So Infernal has another content update as well. And guys, honestly, this is my favorite wave of partner items I've ever helped create. So if you guys did not know, the partner items on HCF have been kind of reused the past couple updates, at least on Viper, and we haven't released new ones for a while. But guys, this entire wave is brand new, and we have also removed the legacy crate. So the only partner items that are actually staying, there's only 7 items that are remaining in game, which won't be in partner packages or any other keys. It'll just be in spring and partner pack or partner keys, are the exotic bone, the teleport snowball, the invisibility, the portable bard, the anti-trap beacon, the ninja ability, which is now actually consumable and will be more common, and the Time Warp. Those are the only ones that you guys have seen before on HCF that will be remaining. So that means the classics like the combo ability, the focus mode, all those are gone in addition to the rage ball and stuff like that. But we have a brand new wave of item, guys, that I can't wait to show you. It's really cool. And another really cool aspect, there are actually 3 items that were suggested by members of the community that will be featured in the name of the items as credit for the item. So you guys will see what or who won those items and who did them. I think some of the people we've actually told, but one person is actually a YouTuber on Viper has not been told, so I'm hoping to surprise them by them seeing their name in one of the items. Oh, and also the exotic bone has removed the strength 2 effect. They still get speed 3 when you use it, so it's kind of like, you know, it's a little bit of a buff from the normal bone, but it's not really that big of a deal, just speed 3. But yeah, we did make it so basically all the items that are remaining from the old days, they don't give any effects except the portable bard, which is obviously a clickable effect that only gives it for like 4 seconds or whatever. So all those items are relatively just useful in general and not super OP at all. So I think at the end of this video is when I'll go over all the new partner items, but until then we're still got some stuff to explain. So we have an all new Wither event in the Nether. We have an all new Star of the World PvE event called the Elemental Dungeon. You'll be able to summon yourself into a dungeon by building a custom portal or visiting it through spawn only during Star of the World timer, where there's going to be 4 different elemental bosses that you can kill for resources. There will be the TNT elemental, the light elemental, the ender elemental, and the nature elemental. Obviously you can probably assume what goes in which, but based on the damage you do to these bosses, you'll be receiving the resource that they drop. So obviously the nature is wood and sand, the TNT is gunpowder, the enders ender pearls, and the light elemental is glowstone dust. But yeah, obviously this is just a super nice event only during Star of the World timer that people can use to get set up quicker, because once again, Infernal's all about getting set up quick and just having as much fun as possible, like an arcade playstyle. It's not really about grinding. We've always made that pretty clear, so we're just making it easier for everybody to get set up right away, especially because we open up slots so far on Star of the World to over 1,500 players. Everybody should be able to get in and visit this dungeon. Also, in the dungeon, there'll be regular mobs that you can kill, like, you know, creepers, endermen. There'll also be regenerating wood and sand. And of course, not all bosses are going to be active at the same time and actually rotate from boss to boss. So it's not super OP, but it is a really nice way of going into this dungeon. Speaking for gameplay events, there is a brand new Koth ticket system that we'll be releasing. There's also a brand new Citadel 2.0, and there's a bunch of other stuff as well. So more information regarding this will be actually released tomorrow at 10 a.m. EST with the trailer on the Viper website, obviously on my channel as well. And we definitely encourage you guys to check out the forums post. It's going to have the entire changelog, including detailed explanations of the partner items and all that coming up. So yeah, definitely go check that out. I think that's coming out this week or Thursday as well. And then obviously, as you guys know, Saturday 2 p.m. EST is the Infernal release. So kit map will actually take place before Community or Infernal on Thursday at 6 p.m. EST. It'll actually feature a floating spawn design once again with a massive 350 by 350 custom map that you can PvP at for non-stop PvP, of course. Obviously behind that 350 blocks is just the wilderness where you can claim and all that sort of stuff. The return of Distance Archer is actually coming with this season, an all new 24/7 outpost event that you can actually capture to buff your classes and much more. There's also going to be new events like Koth tickets and Citadel 2.0, and of course we did introduce mystery boxes and V kits and more to kits this season. Last but not least is actually the first release of the update, which is Practice Season 3, opening at 12 p.m. EST. So it's going to be opening up with all new arenas for HCF and bot fighting. There's going to be new practice-friendly knockback and potions, and then the release of team fighting. So we have had team fighting done for a while. We've been working on it for a while as well, and we're going to be able to create a party, choose what class they want to be in, and duel other parties in actual team fights. And there will also be team fighting tournaments. So guys, that's all for the main sort of content. I kind of just did a gist overview of everything, so you guys can definitely check out the full changelog when it releases on the website, I believe on Thursday. But yeah, this update is packed with content, a bunch of player-friendly features, and just a lot of nice changes. And honestly, my favorite part is the partner item wave. I think it's going to be super fun. So we're going to get into that right now. So before I actually get into the partner items, let me remind everybody that partner items are disabled in End, Nether, and all of Warzone and Overworld, which means from blocks 0 to 1000. So the only places you can really use partner items are while you're base raiding or like outside PvP far out, which is technically not really team fighting. It's kind of just random PvP. So for the most part, it's mainly base raiding. So because of that, we were able to do a lot more unique aspects in these partner items that normally we couldn't do before. But yeah, just make sure that you guys know that while you're watching these videos. All right, so let me first start off by saying none of these items are actually configured at the time I'm recording this. They are coded, but they're not configured. So that means that they're all lapis lazuli. There's no lures and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going to go over each one and show you what they do. So the first item is called the DETECTOR. Obviously right now it's called partner damage, but what it does is it detects the amount of partner items the person you are fighting has and and gives you a 4% damage boost per partner item that they have in their inventory. Unique partner item. So not like a stack of the same item, but if they have like 10 different items, you're going to get a 40% boost of damage against them for the next 10 seconds. And the cap is obviously at 40%. So if they have over 10, it'll just be 40% always. But guys, this is like one of those items that I think is pretty cool because a lot of you guys hate the people that bring tons of partner items like myself to bases. So if you pull this out on them, you're going to be dealing massive amounts of damage and you're going to be giving them some punishment for bringing that many items. We gave this item to Informing. I think that fits his role as a team fighter and all that. So hopefully that makes sense. All right, so you can see right here, Lib actually has 5 different partner items in his inventory here. These are different items, by the way. They're not the same just because Lap is, you know, once again, the new items. But yeah, basically, I'm going to hit him with this. I'll right click this. He has 5 partner items, so I'm getting 20% more damage to him for the next 10 seconds. That's an example of how it works. The next one is the Reflector. So that's actually the final name. Basically, it's kind of like a Thorns ability, and this was suggested to us by a community member. So when it's live on the server, you guys will see that their name will be in the title of this partner item. But basically, you basically deal back 25% of the damage you take. So if someone deals 4 hearts to you, they will take 1 heart back. It's kind of pretty good for like, you know, gank fights or activating it at the right time, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You just deal 25% damage back automatically based on the damage you take. The next one is one of my favorites of the season. It's called the Copycat. Well, let me start off by saying it has a long cooldown of 5 minutes and a team-wide cooldown of 1 minute. But basically, if I hit Lib with this Copycat item, any blocks that he now places or fence gates that he now opens with, I can break those blocks or open those fence gates during these 12 seconds. So that means if he went ahead and opened up these fence gates, I could then go ahead and open them up. If he placed a block, I can break that, and that's it. Obviously, you can't open chests. You can't use any containers that they touch, but basically, if they place blocks, you can now break those, and if they open fence gates, you can now open those too. But once again, only for 12 seconds, 5-minute long cooldown, and there is a 1-minute faction timer, so you can't stack this with your faction. It's kind of like a solo item or a spaced out item over a base raid. Oh, and I didn't really mention it, but also like levers and buttons, you can copy those, even pressure plates, and that's why it's called the Copycat. Whatever they do, you can now do. But once again, the blocks that you can break are only the ones that they place during those 12 seconds. It's not every single block. It's only the ones that you can now copy. That's why it's called the Copycat. The next item is called the Lucky Mode, obviously a play off of the Focus Mode. It's kind of the same thing as a Focus Mode, except you got to get lucky. You just right click it and you'll get a random damage boost all the way ranging from -10% all the way to 35%. So higher risk, high reward, but obviously right here we just got -8% damage, and this damage boost obviously applies to anybody you're attacking, and it only lasts 10 seconds. Obviously, just like the Focus Mode, if you attack an archer tagged player while you're damage boosted, it won't actually boost your damage against them. Like I can show that right now. So if I go ahead and archer tag Lib right here, he's AFK, but if I go ahead and use the Lucky Mode, if I hit him, I got 33% more damage. You say your damage cannot be boosted against archer tag players, and basically I'm just dealing normal damage. And also forgot to mention for the partner damage, which is also a damage boosting item, you can't even activate it against somebody who's already archer tagged, and if someone gets archer tagged while you're activated on them, it'll actually disable the damage boost. So you don't have to worry about, like, you know, high percentages stacking with archer tag percentages. We made sure that that's not possible at all. But yeah, that's all the Lucky Mode really is. It's just an item that you use, 2-minute 30-second cooldown, and it gives you a random damage boost or even a debuff if you get unlucky. By the way, I will say every single item here was created with our mind or with suggestions of other players. So if they are from other servers, we apologize. We don't intend to copy, but I will say that this upcoming item that I'm about to show off, I believe is already on another server. So shout out to the original creator, but it is something we did want to do for a while. We just never did it. But yeah, you probably read the name, the anti-drop down. It's pretty self-explanatory. Once again, Lib's AFK, but I think I can still use this on him. So basically, it kind of just locks you into your Y level. You won't be able to fall down and do a drop down. Obviously, even in these like special blocks, they still can't go down. Even fence gates, and obviously everything does come back. But yeah, that's how the anti-drop down works. If you use it on somebody while they're in their base, they won't be able to fall down their drop down. Even if they pearl, the floor will still catch them. This is one of those items that does have a faction-wide cooldown and a pretty long cooldown. I think of 3 minutes or 2 minutes 30 seconds. But yeah, we don't want people getting like spammed with the same item. So there is a 1-minute cooldown per faction on this item. Okay, this next item is probably by far my favorite item. Okay, it's actually super fun. We're gonna pull it out here, the grapple gun. If you guys have watched Batman, you guys know Batman's got that grappling gun. Okay, so this is how it works. Basically, you guys might think, oh no, this is just a new grappling hook, but no, it actually does have a limit on the X value, or I guess horizontal value, of how far you can grapple. You can only shoot a grappling arrow within 10 blocks horizontally, but guys, the vertical range is basically unlimited. So if we go over up to this wall and I'm like right next to it, so you know I'm within 10 blocks of it horizontally, but I want to shoot up vertically, I can go ahead and hit it and we will go all the way up here and land on it. Obviously pretty long cooldown. This is just the global cooldown. It's a 3-minute cooldown, I think, and obviously you will still take fall damage. Even if you grapple down or up, you still will, so you could kill yourself if you are not very careful. But yeah, it's one of my favorite items because, guys, it even works in water. So let's just imagine that you're in a drop down and you're stuck. Okay, the current's gonna make this annoying. Oh, I have 3-minute cooldown. Okay, let's just say we are down in a drop down about 70 blocks down. We can literally, I'm pretty sure we can land this. If we can't land it, we're gonna get very close. So we shoot straight up. Even if there's water below me, this will still work. And it shoots me all the way. Oh, no, I missed. But I can land the pearl, and we made it, guys. So basically, the grappling gun is obviously, due to the horizontal limit, only really meant for drop downs, escaping drop downs. And again, it's a long cooldown. It's not a 10-second cooldown. It's a 3-minute cooldown. But it's one of my favorite items because, like, there's just so many cool possibilities you can do with this. You could even like shoot a sky base from if you're like right under it, but you'll probably just end up killing yourself. But yeah, it's really cool overall. It's literally a grapple gun. It'll take you to where the arrow lands. But once again, you can't like abuse this to kite. You literally can only go 10 blocks in front of you. But like, even if I wanted to shoot over there, I'm pretty sure it won't even work. Yeah, that is too far. So if I go a little bit closer, that is like how close you can do horizontally. It's really mainly just used for vertical grappling, which is honestly the best part. Like if I go over here, this is within 10 blocks, land that and we'll shoot all the way back up. But yeah, this is definitely my favorite item because it's going to be really good for escaping drop downs, which we've never really had an item that worked like this other than the Vine, the Spider-Man ability. But I think this one's going to be really cool. So I recently rewatched Batman vs Superman, and you guys know the kryptonite gas. That is actually what the next item is based upon. So when you right click it, it's going to make all enemies in a 5-block radius receive blindness 2, weakness 2, and slowness 2 for 8 seconds. There will also be a particle effect, green one, you'll be able to see it, but you only receive strength 2 for 5 seconds, and only you receive it. So none of your allies will get it. It's not like a rage ball where it affects all your enemies and both your friendlies in a radius. It only does enemies, so you won't be able to see it from Liv's perspective. But basically, if I right click this, I'm gonna get strength 2. He saw that green particle in front of him as well, and he obviously has blindness and slowness and all that right now. The next item is called the Shinobi ability. I never even knew what this word was, but I believe it's another word for ninja, and this is one of the community suggested items. It's basically a temporary ninja ability. So like I said, we did make ninjas more common and they are now consumable, but this is an item that will actually be in partner packages where basically you get hit and you can ninja to them, but you automatically return to your position 10 seconds later. You do get strength 1. Sadly, I can't really show this off because nobody's here to hit me, but that's all it does. So let's say Lib hits me, I use it, I will TP to him right now, and I'll have 10 seconds to attack him before I return back to where I activated it from. Don't worry, if you log out during it, you'll automatically return back to it. You will also be put on pearl cooldown, so nobody's going to be time warping into the base. No one's going to be abusing this to make it like a regular ninja ability. You will always return back to where you used it from, and you only receive strength 1. So it's not really a super OP of an item, but it's going to be like a fun one for very small scenarios, like maybe, oh, they just escaped with no pots. You use it on them, you got 10 seconds to kill them before you return back. But yeah, that's going to be pretty good. I think that's the only actual TP item in the partner package wave other than ninja, which will be in keys. Next is the adaptive ability, which just gives you basic effects based on what class you're in. Since I'm an archer, I believe I'm going to get res 4 for 5 seconds. Yeah, you can see that right there. That's the same thing for rogue as well. We might actually buff it for rogue and archer because that's not that great, just res 4. We might add like higher speed, but that hasn't been done yet. But yeah, basically for mage, it gives you 50 energy on top of what you already have, unless you hit the cap, obviously, as well as res 3. Same with bard, you get 50 energy as well as res 3. And then when you're in diamond, or I guess any other class, you get strength 2 and res 1 for 5 seconds. So it's a pretty basic just a pretty basic thing overall, you know, kind of cool though. It's definitely worth carrying, especially if you're in a class, because there's some good effects, and it's a pretty short cooldown of 2 minutes. The next ability is LOLixalex's Hulk Smash. So basically, I will right click this. It's going to launch Lib away from me. I'm going to get strength 2 and speed 3 for 8 seconds, and he actually did receive some debuffs. He received slowness 2 and nausea 4, which I believe is also for 8 seconds, and that does affect anybody in a nearby radius of you. The next ability is the nature ability. You can see it's called the flower right here. This was suggested by another community member who's actually the YouTuber on Viper I'm referencing. So if you know who you are, lucky you, your name is going in a partner item. Basically, it is a spider trail, but flowers and nature. So you can see right here, we're spawning yellow and red flowers as we go, and you might be like, what the hell is the point of this? But if you think about it, guys, these flowers can go on any block. Obviously, you can't like overlap water or break any blocks or anything like that. But if you run into a base, okay, a too high base, and they're trying to block you up, and you're spawning hella flowers behind you everywhere you run, dude, they're gonna have to like find the small hitbox, break it, and then they'll be able to obviously place blocks and block you in. So I think it's actually a pretty good item because you don't get stuck in cobwebs and you're going to really be able to mess up the trapper. Oh, also the flowers do despawn after 30 seconds. The next item is the combo ability 2.0. So this is actually how we intended the combo ability to be the first time around, but we never did it. Basically, it's the same item except it actually tracks the largest combo you get. So you don't just get it based on hits, you get it based on the combo. So obviously, I mean, he's AFK, but if I get 5-6 hits right here, you get 2 seconds of strength 2 per hit in the combo, and it is capped at 12 seconds like the combo ability. So I'll get 12 seconds right there. Actually, I think I only hit him 5 times. But basically, it's just how the combo ability should have worked from the beginning. But yeah, combo ability 2.0, pretty simple. It just tracks the largest combo you get in the 10-second period, and then it'll give you 2 seconds of strength 2 per hit in that combo. So you've got to get a 6-hit combo, or at least they don't got to hit you back while they're blocking up or whatever to get the 12 seconds of strength 2. Okay, so the next item is a play on the exotic bone. It is the delayed bone, which is now called the defective bone. There are some other funny names we could have done, but we chose defective bone. Basically, it's like a combo ability exotic bone. So I right click it, and any player that I hit, the amount of times I hit them is obviously how long they get exotic bone for. So there's only one person in front of me right here. Actually, is the other account right here. I can TP. Oh no, I missed it, but you can see in chat that defective bone has been applied to Char RL for 7 seconds. So the cap is 15 seconds, just like the exotic bone. But the good thing about this is that since it's delayed, by the time everyone gets boned, you can now use another partner item, which opens up some very interesting opportunities to make some cool combos. But yeah, I'll go ahead and show it off. I think I already said this, but it is capped at 15 seconds. So I'll hit Lib a couple of times and I'll hit his alt a little bit. And you can see that basically it's going to apply it to both of them. If someone is already boned and they're getting hit by a delayed bone, it's not going to apply to them though. So you can't like stack it. But yeah, you can see both of them got boned for 7 seconds and 5 seconds based on the amount of times you hit them. So it's pretty cool because you can bone multiple people at once. And if it's just one person and you focus on them hard enough, you'll probably hit 15 seconds of the bone because it is only 10-second period, but you'll be able to do some really cool combos by the time you get there because your global partner package cooldown will be gone. But yeah, like I said, the logic behind that item is really just to create some very interesting combo abilities now. Not like the actual combo ability, but like definitely a very interesting combos with different items that people are going to discover. I already have one in mind, but I'm not going to reveal it just yet. I feel like it's going to be really good. But yeah, the next item is the last item, which I can't actually show off yet. At the time of recording this video, it's not coded, but it will be in for the release. It's the escape. So if you guys have ever played hide and seek on Mineplex, that's literally what this is. You right click a block, you'll turn into that block for 45 seconds. If you get hit 3 times, you'll go back to your normal self. And if you hit somebody else, you'll go back to your normal self. But basically, you'll be able to turn into a block, run away, and hide, and then you'll lock in place, and it could be pretty funny. So that's kind of just like a funny troll item used to escape places and stuff like that. Obviously, it might be too OP. We will see, but I think it's going to be pretty funny all around. But guys, that is all of the new partner items. I believe there's 14 items, which 11 of them are assigned to partners, and 3 of them are assigned to obviously the community members that suggested them. And again, there is no legacy crate. The only items going in black market are the items that are in partner packages or the keys. So realistically, guys, it's pretty much a very low amount of items this season, but they're all super cool in my opinion. I'm a huge fan of this wave. I'm so ready to get away from the combo ability, focus mode, the rage ball meta, all that. I want some brand new experiences, no berserk ability, no super winnable items. And a lot of these items I have said are very much counterable, which I'm not going to reveal how just yet, but there are a lot of ways that you can counter. Like the new combo ability, you can counter that just by fighting back, okay? So if they're trying to stack combos on you, just fight back and they won't be able to get any strength too. But yeah, once again, just want to reiterate the point. Partner items are only enabled really in base PvP, so that's why they're so like abstract this time around. Lots of cool things like the grapple gun and all that. But yeah, I hope you guys are ready for this update as much as I am. I'm super excited to get a fresh new experience on HCF once again. So I hope to see you guys online for it, but I'm going to end off my video right here. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be trying to answer every question down below in the comments. I'll even take suggestions for changes to the items as well and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure they're all pretty much finalized. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it, guys. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.